Many people get bad colds and will think that they had the flu when they did not. The truth is, the only way to know for sure if someone has the flu is to get the flu test and be medically diagnosed with the flu. To know whether you should get diagnosed or not, there are some signs you can look for to try to differentiate between the two. Let's look at some signs and symptoms. There are numerous signs and symptoms of colds and flu that seem the same. Symptoms like fever, aches, chills, fatigue, weakness, sneezing, stuffy nose, sore throat, runny nose, cough, chest discomfort, and headache. When it comes to a cold, it's rare to get a fever, aches, and pains, or to have a headache. So those are some clues for you to keep an eye out for the severity of your illness. The flu is always much more harsh and severe than a cold, even when they share symptoms. The biggest differentiator. The main thing that can really differentiate the cold and the flu is not just the symptoms but the severity of them and the quickness to which they started and got bad. The flu often attacks very quickly, even overnight. You can go to bed fine and then by the time you wake up, you are very sick. Fever is rare with a cold, but it is normal for people with the flu to have a fever and it should be considered one of the first signs your cold is not a cold. However, you really won't know for sure unless you get diagnosed, which is only necessary if you plan to get Theraflu or another prescription medication. It's flu season. If it's flu season and you come down with an illness with the above symptoms, and you did not have a flu shot, you might want to assume flu and act accordingly. Look after yourself by staying home, resting, and staying hydrated while treating your symptoms to keep them from being too harsh with over-the-counter medications or home remedies. If you're in an at-risk population. While the flu doesn't always harm a person's health after the fact, those who are most susceptible to complications are children under 5 and the elderly, as well as anyone who has another illness to deal with. If you come down with any of these symptoms, especially if they are severe, you should automatically call your doctor so you can be tested for the flu and be monitored if necessary. While colds and the flu often have the same types of symptoms, it's how severe they are and how fast they come on that can signify potential flu. If you know people with the flu or it's in your area, assume the flu and get tested or treated accordingly to ensure you remain healthy. Thank you for watching our video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more tips on healthy lifestyle.